This is a video series on C for embedded systems. Check out the playlist for other videos. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. In this video, we will look at logical operators. The following table shows all the logical operators supported by C language. Assuming variable A holds 1 and B holds 0, this table shows the operators and how to use this operator between variable A and B. The first one is double ampersand, which is called logical AND operator. So if both operands are non-zero, then the condition becomes true. So while A is 1 and B is 0, then A and B is a false. So here you have to use two ampersands together. That becomes a logical AND operator. So if you use single ampersand, then becomes a bitwise operator. We will see that in the next video. So similarly, you have logical OR operator represented by two vertical lines. If any of the two operands is non-zero, then the condition becomes true. So in either of the operand, whether A or B, is non-zero, and it gives it true. So here it's represented by two vertical lines. So with a single one, it is a bitwise operator. Then we have something called a NOT operator, which is represented by exclamatory symbol here. So it is used to reverse the logical state of its operand. If a condition is true, then logical NOT operator will make it false. So here it's basically an expression A and B is false, as B holds the value 0 and the whole expression was false, and if you put exclamatory exclamatory before, the whole expression becomes a true. So it's a negation of the expression. So that is how we have to use the NOT operator. And yes, this exclamatory can be just used on a variable as well. So it is something like here A not will become A holds 1, and which is true, and then it becomes false. So I hope this is clear. Let's see this in the code. So we have a program to demonstrate logical operators. As I said, the logical AND, logical OR, and logical NOT. So these are the logical operators in C. First, let's see the AND operator. So for that, we have declared two variables, num1 and num2, and the values are 5 and 10 respectively. So if the number, so here we use the logical operators to make a decision. That means within in the if condition here. So number 1 is greater than 0, that is true, and number 2 is greater than 0, that is also true. So in this case, it should print, and the whole expression becomes true. So in this case, it should print both numbers are positive, and then it comes out of the if case. So let's see this. So let's compile this GCC, then logical underscore operators.c, then it's compiled, then a.exe. Here you can see that both the numbers are positive, so this is the line it printed. So let's just change this to -5 and see what happens. So let's compile this code, and you can see that it printed at least one number is not positive. So in the first case, number is greater than or equal to 0, Now this becomes false, and a false, that means 0 and number is greater than 2, which is 1. 0 and 1 is 0. So that is the output. So now let's look at the logical operator. So this returns true if at least one condition is true. So in either of these condition is true, then it will return the true. So that means is number 1 less than 0 minus 3, that means yes, that is true. And the number 2 is less than 0. Number 7, okay, I have made a mistake here. So here number 3, we have to compare number 3 and number 4. So here is number 3 less than 0? Yes. And is number 4 less than 0? Which is not. But since you have number 3 less than 0, and it will enter the first, it will print at least one number is negative. So let's see. Compile this and execute. So here it's at least one number is negative. Okay. So similarly, if both the condition are false, only then the whole expression becomes false. So here also I will, okay, in both the condition I will make it 3. Now let's execute. So here you can see that both the numbers are non-negative. So it printed both the numbers are not negative, because this expression number 3 is less than 0 is also false, and number 4 is less than 0 is also false. Hence you see that whole expression becoming false. That's why it entered the else block. Okay, so let's look at the not operator. So we've declared a variable called is sunny is equal to 1. So 1 represents true, as you know. Then the logical not negates the value of its operand. So this is expression and this gets negated. So let's execute. Anyway, so in this case, you can see that it's sunny today. So it says is sunny is 1, and 1 is becomes this expression if not of 1 is 0. 0 enters the else case. So I will just make it 0 and then compile and execute. Here you can see it printed it's not sunny today, because is sunny is 0, then 0 negation or the not operator becomes 1, which is true. That's why it entered if block and then printed it's not sunny today. This is how we can use the logical operators in C. So in this video we have learned the logical operators and saw an example in the code. I hope this is useful. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to the channel for more projects, courses, tutorials, and tools.